Hey guys, I wanted to do a video, something a little different today. I like to share with the regular viewers sometimes a little bit deeper stuff. I'm going to do something on the vision of Ezekiel and the cherubim, the four faces, which represent the four gospels and the four parts of Christ. So let me read this to you in Ezekiel first. Here we go. And when I looked, behold, the four wheels by the cherubim, one wheel by one cherub, another wheel by another cherub, and the appearance of the wheels was as the color of a beryl stone. And as for their appearances, they four had one likeness, as if a wheel had been in the midst of a wheel. Now this is the wheels of God's throne. Okay, it was common in the Middle East to have these figures of a enthroned divinity with wheels. Okay, so he's seen the throne of God. When they went upon their four sides, and they turned not as they went, because they had a face on all four sides. They didn't need to turn their head. They just went this way, this way, this way without turning. Whether their head looked, they followed it. They turned not as they went. And their whole body and their backs and their hands and their wings and the wheels were full of eyes round about, even the wheels that they four had. As for the wheels, it was cried unto them in my hearing, O wheel, and every one had four faces. This is what I want you to hear. The first face was the face of a cherub. The second was the face of a man. The third, the face of a lion. And the fourth, the face of an eagle. The cherub is an ox. All right? Now, let me... So we got an ox, we got man, we got an eagle, and we got a lion. All right? Now, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Matthew describes Jesus as the king in the lineage of David. Let's look at this. Now the king would be the lion of the tribe of Judah. That is the face. Now let me get that. All right. And all right. Let me see if I can find that here. Here we go. In Matthew, here we go. This is the record of the genealogy of Jesus the Messiah, the son of David, the son of Abraham. Matthew again. All the crowds were amazed and were saying, this man cannot be the son of David, can he? Okay, and then in Matthew, the Canaanite woman from that region came out and began to cry out, having mercy on me, Lord, son of David, my daughter is cruelly possessed. The crowds in Matthew going ahead of him, and those who follow were shouting, Hosanna to the son of David. Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. Hosanna in the highest. That save us, save us. Okay, so that is Jesus as king, the face of the cherub, the lion. Okay, so Mark is the ox. It's about God's suffering servant, the worker for God. And it goes about talking about how he went about doing all these works, okay, healing people, doing the work of God. That is the ox, the servant, the laborer. Who is he said, my yoke is easy, my burden is light. Remember, a yoke, an ox has a yoke on its shoulders so it can pull the plow. Okay, Luke, face of a man, the son of man, the second Adam. Okay, let me read you this in Daniel. All right, now this is why the, Pharisees got angry. Because they said, are you the son of the living God, the one prophesied Messiah, the son of the living God? And he says, I am, and you will see the Son of Man coming on the clouds of heaven. Now this is why it made the Pharisees so mad, because he's referring to this prophetic vision that Daniel had, okay? I kept looking in the night visions, and behold, with the clouds of heaven, one like a son of man was coming. That's Christ. And he came up to the Ancient of Days, the Father, and was presented before him. And to him was given dominion, glory, and a kingdom, that all the peoples, nations, and men of every language might serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion which will not pass away, and his kingdom is one which will not be destroyed. There you go. That's Jesus as the Son of Man on the clouds of heaven in Daniel 7:13. All right, so there is, so far we got the lion, the face of the cherub, we've got the ox, the other face of the cherub, and we have the face of a man, the Son of Man. Finally, we have the divinity of our Lord in John. In the beginning was the Word was with God, the Word was God, and that is represented by the eagle, the highest flying of all birds, the most regal, the king of the birds. Okay, you'll hear it. Let me give you something in Psalms here. All let's see. Okay, I think I can't find it now. I've got Psalms 36. Let's see. Psalms 36. I'll find that in just a second for you. I might have to pause it. In any case, it's referred to in the last days when God's talking about Israel. It says, Israel will be given the wings of a great eagle to help her in her place. That's Jesus, the prophesied Messiah, caring for them during that time of Jacob's trouble. Now, I know a lot of preterists disagree that there's going to be a literal kingdom. There's going to be a literal time of Jacob's trouble. There's going to be a literal tribulation. But I'm sorry, if it makes perfect sense, I don't change it. So let me see if I can find this for you. Okay, there's many mentions of God spreading his wings over his people. And I just gave you, it says Israel, the last days, he will be given wings of a great eagle. That's the divinity of Christ. Again, we've got the four faces of the cherubs, the four gospels, and the four parts of Christ. The Son of Man, the face of man, the ox, the suffering servant of God, the worker, the laborer. We've got the lion of the tribe of Judah, the everlasting kingdom. That's in Matthew. And then we have John, the eagle, representing the king of the birds, the highest flying bird, the divinity of Christ. In the beginning was the Word was with God. Also in Psalms here, 36, here's one, and it says that he will, your loving kindness, let's see, how excellent is thy loving kindness, O God. Therefore the children of men put their trust under the shadow of thy wings. So I wanted to show you there. I want to do something a little different. I'm trying not to discuss the gospel too much today. I can't take the hate mail. I have a cyst that burst and I'm having some pain. I'm just worn down. So in any case, I feel like those people have not let the law stop their mouths yet. They haven't become completely guilty before God, realizing just how wretched they are, and they still think there's something good in them. The law is to stop our mouths and make us guilty. And when we do that, we realize we're no less lost than these vile sinners we like to point to. And I think that's what is missing. Anyway, I hope this blesses the regular viewers. I try to do something a little different for you guys because you all know the gospel and you stand on it. But it's good to be ministered grace to. All right. God bless.